You said you walked around with your signing bonus for almost 3 weeks, check uncashed. When you finally cashed the check, what was the first purchase? Big purchase you got.
The first was mom's house.
Okay. Got mom a crib.
Got mom's house. And I mean, you know, the real estate in Buffalo was pretty cheap. I got something nice. And I mean, you know, but I mean, to be honest with you, you know, my first year when I got my check, the biggest purchase I was going that I'd say I was spending was we was cleaning up shit. You know what I mean? My brother had just went to jail, so, you know what I mean, bail and lawyer fees, a lot of lawyer fees, a lot of lawyer
Serious
fees.
crime?
A lot of lawyer fees. I mean, you know, he did what he did. We
Right.
got past it. And I mean, you know, I had mine as well, so that was my biggest purchase. But along the way of all of this shit that was going on, and one of the main things that kept me, I say, what is it? They use a word for it. Cheap. Cheap was, I'm like,
Thrifty.
man, I'll never have to eat top ramen noodles again unless I want to.
Right.
And like I said, I didn't know what spending money really was. So I'm thinking, you know what I mean, you take 100, you go bust that down, that shit gone.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm thinking every time, you know, motherfucker spend something like that, it's gonna be gone. So, you know what I mean, I was holding on to shit. Like, you know what I mean, I got drafted in 2007. I didn't buy my house till like 2013, 14, something like that. So I mean, you know, I was really trying to hold on to my shit, make my shit last.
Right.
You know what I mean, I remember, you know what I mean, I was playing with OGs, you feel me, that old school long money. And we'd go out and go shopping, they going to Gucci, the Louis store, you know what I mean, spending $550 on some shit. And I'm like, how? Jordan's 120 and I'm trying to find a jug on them. You know what I mean? And I remember probably like my third year in the league was I bought my first pair of Gucci shoes and I had them motherfuckers, I said to you, about 10 years.
You held on to them things.
Man, I'm telling you, my pride and joy. Pride and joy, because I thought if I spent the money, I was gonna be broke again. And I'm like, I ain't going to that.
Man, I'm looking at you on the 86 Honda Civic and a Toyota Prius with millions in their car. 86 Accord?
Nah, man. Man, tell whoever gave you that, tell them they foo-frammed you with that.
With the 96 Accord?
Nah, I had a Toyota Corsica. Corsica.
That's worse than the Civic. You should have rolled with the Civic.
Man, that Corsica, man, that was my thing. Boy, that thing was getting me from point A to point B and solid. We e-brake that thing all the way up and down the street. Was sliding at me. I'm telling you. Oh, man.
You drifted in a Corsica?
Drifted that motherfucker like Tokyo Drift. I'm telling you, they should have came and got me for the Fast and Furious.
We were talking earlier. You got three spots. You got one, Oaktown. You got one in Vegas. You got one in Hawaii. What made you decide to get a place in Hawaii?
The Pro Bowl. Yeah, I mean, when I went out there the first time, I seen you know, they keep you on the resorts.
Yeah.
I had
Were y'all at the Iolani?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We were the first. We went to the Iolani.
Yeah. So thank you, because y'all set up the whole little get down for us for when we got there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they was having all these cars and everything, but I don't know, it taking long, so you feel me? We called a taxi.
Right.
And the taxi driver, we got E-Piney. I remember her like it was yesterday. She took us, you know, to downtown Waikiki.
Yeah, Waikiki, yeah.
And on the way out there, you know what I mean? Like, you know, Piney, you know, my family trying to get some bud. She, all right, cool. We slide through the hood out there, hella shit. I'm like, oh, it's nice. But I'm looking at they living conditions and I'm looking at the people. And no matter where we went, they were all happy.
Right.
I'm talking about happy with just living life. And I could respect that. And I think they my cousin was playing for the Rams, I think, at the time, and they had a game out there. And I went out there, and I'm like, you know what, man, I'm gonna look at some properties. So after the game, you know, I went and rode around and shit, seen some nice shit. But I went to North Shore. I'm like, oh, okay, this is hella nice over here. Country, you know what I mean? Wasn't I get out, look around, wasn't nobody, you know what I mean, worried or bothering me. If somebody recognized me, they threw up the deuce, I threw it back and kept it pushing. Like, oh yeah, they just happy with living life. So that was how that spot came about. Real talk.
So you get over there just to get away, kick your heels up, everybody just living life.
Just living life. And it's a good spot to have for, you know what I mean, the family need to get away for a minute. Go ahead and kick back.